Howdy, Redesert Boy here. I was finally going to get around to this video about the Beretta. I asked you about what was the new gun that I was going to get and which Beretta would it be. And a lot of you made guesses. Some of you were right, it was 92. Some of you were right, it was 92G. Some people even knew that it was 92G and they guessed it was maybe a Langdon Tactical Technologies, the Elite LTT. And that's what indeed it is. So let's go ahead and get started on that and find out more about it. So let's just start off with the basics. This is the Beretta 92G Elite LTT. It's from Langdon Technical Technologies enhancement to it. It is a G style, so that means that the decocker is only a decocker. It's not a safety. So let's make sure we start off with, as you can see here, I have an empty magazine. You actually get 3 of these magazines, and these happen to be 18 round magazines. And we can see that the weapon is unloaded. There's no rounds in it. So we'll go ahead and decock that. One of the nice things about this is this has the M9A3 Vertex slide on it, on an M9A1 frame. It has these, some nice serrations here, and front and back, which is very nice. It has a skeletonized hammer, and it also has, on the other side as well, it also has a decocker mechanism, so they're on both sides. This also, as far as the basic statistics of it, this is 34.8 ounces unloaded, okay? So you can imagine it's a little bit heavier when you get 18 rounds in there, probably a few ounces. So you start pushing that, going towards 40 ounce kind of thing. It's in 9mm, and it is a DASA, so the overall length of the weapon is 8.4 inches. It's got a stainless steel barrel of 4.7 inches. It's got a grip width of 1.3 inches, though the overall width of the gun is 1.5 inches. It's got a 5.4 inch height on it. One of the things it has, I don't know whether you can see them well, is it has these Ameriglo Spartan night sights. That was a special addition to it, and this also does have the trigger job in it. And the trigger job, the way I understand it, is they put in a 13 pound spring in there, and they do have the old spring. They have it in the case, along with, of course, when you get the case, you have the other couple of magazines, and you also have a different colored slide release that they've replaced with this one. It's parts are coated in NP3, I believe, and they're all Cerakoted. The slide, of course, has black Cerakote. There's no Cerakote on the barrel, and the frame also has a Cerakoting on it. This has ultra thin VZ LTT G10 Grips, which are have some really nice texture to them. Has an oversized mag release here. And one thing that's also nice about it, it has a beveled mag well. It also has checkering on the back strap and on the front part of the grip. It also has all this, they call it radius size, where they go in and they round off all the sharp edges on the weapon, so that makes it really nice. So that's really something special about it. It's, as I mentioned, it has the trigger job in it. It also has no lanyard loop back here on the back of it. When you put the magazine in, as we checked already, this one's empty. It goes in there, and you can see how it sits in there. It releases pretty nicely. If you want to look at the other side of the gun for a moment, you can see that it's got a stainless steel trigger as well. And One of the things that's nice is how high up these grips go, and it does have an accessory rail on it, and it does have it has some really nice, it has a real nice feel to it. When you get it in your hand, it just feels really good to me. As I said before, it is a G model, so it has a solid steel guide rod as well, and it also has a target crown on the barrel, which makes it really nice. So overall, this is a sight radius on it is 6.4 inches, in case you might be wondering. So that makes it really nice. So that's the basics about it. I'll talk more about how it shoots and everything in a separate video. So let's move on. One other thing, let me correct myself here. I think I've been holding it a little bit farther off camera, but this is not a 13-pound trigger in it, but it's a number 13 chrome silicon spring that's in there. And the actual double action pull on it is 6.3 to 7 pounds for the number 13 and 3.5 to 4 pounds for a single action. I'm sure you're thinking, why would you pay for that heavy of a trigger? And again, so just to make sure that that's clear, and also this is an all metal type of gun, just in case you're wondering. So anyway, just want to clear up a couple of those things. So let's move on. So what can I say about the Beretta, 92G Elite LTT? I personally, I took it to the range today. I really liked it. Had it for a little while. I hadn't made it there, but for me, it works well. Remember, I'm sharing my thoughts and opinions and what works for me. You need to do your own research, talk to your own experts, figure out what works best for you. Make sure that you follow all your local, state, and federal firearms laws, policies, regulations, rules. Get your, CCWs, according to whatever your laws are, and be compliant and all those things. And any kind of carry that you do as well within whatever your laws are, wherever you're at or wherever you might reside. So I personally, for me, it works. It's a very heavy gun. Will I carry it sometimes? Yes, I probably will. I actually do have a holster I bought for it from JM Kydex, which was one of the ones I found that was kind of recommended. Anyway, thanks for watching. And like Reed Desert Boy always says, be safe out there, whatever you're doing. So here I am at 7 yards, shoot some 115 grain FMJ, just trying to get ready here, drawing from the holster, mainly concentrating on, of course, the target, but also making sure that I got my grip right, especially with trying to find my support hand thumb position, because this is a little bit different slide. Feels a little different, but it's nice because there's plenty of area up there, especially with how high those grips come up. One of the things I really liked was the Ameriglo orange sights. And of course, those are night sights as well, but it really helps with target acquisition, especially in my older eyes. And so just trying to get a feel for it and checking to make sure how I'm doing there. And I did have a full 18 round mag there, if I remember correctly. So that was my thoughts as I was first shooting.